I really want to take a couple of minutes and introduce our next panel. This is quite literally Arshia's story, so I'm going to turn it over pretty quickly, but I just wanted to share a little bit from my perspective. So I'm Britt Starr, I'm the CMO at CreatorIQ. If you were here yesterday, you heard me open the conference with why we're here, our purpose, and it is connection and conversation. You never know what is going to happen when you're in the room with interesting people and open yourself up to possibility. And that's what happened right here. John is our good partner at PIMS. He and Arshia met at an event of ours in New York in February, and magic has happened since. So that is what they're gonna talk about today, but please use this as an example. Go talk to people, introduce yourself, say hello, be bold. You never know what's gonna happen. Really excited to have you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Britt, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Arshia, I need to tell you, I'm so inspired by how your creativity and your ability to build a community and now create a purpose has created this moment for Meri Stori. So I'm absolutely thrilled to be on stage with you. And you guys are in for a treat because today you're going to hear Arshia's Meri Stori, which is a new brand that she just launched last week. So to start off, I would love to just chat about your journey.
Yeah.
And what was it that got you into beauty and into social media?
Yeah. So I started creating content, like 15 years ago on YouTube. I was obsessed with the beauty gurus there, but I never saw a girl that looked like me. I never saw an Indian girl talking about makeup. And so I had worked at MAC before. I used to work at Sephora. So I just started posting videos for makeup that would work on my skin. And I would title the videos like top 10 lipsticks for brown skin. And that just kind of took off. And from working at night on my YouTube channel and on the weekends, it then became my full-time job.
Fantastic. And what about the spark? What was the moment when passion for beauty turned into a purpose and the concept of Meri Stori?
Yeah. So I receive and I try every single product you guys can think of, and truly, I'm so grateful for my job. I have the best job in the world, and as a creator, we try so much, but I still saw such a gap in the market for a beauty brand that really spoke to me, priced at a certain price, the packaging was stunning, and most importantly, products that just work for my skin, because most products that I would try were either too light or too dark for me. So when I would put them on my skin, they would wash me out, and just took a lot of mixing and to make it work for my skin. And so I really wanted to create a brand that just worked for people that look like me. And so that was the idea for Meri Stori. I also wanted to create clean beauty products that actually show up on all different skin tones. And so that was a huge gap I saw in the market as well. And so that's what I wanted to help fill.
Fantastic. And how's the initial response?
It's been amazing. We just launched, my gosh, I can't even keep track of my days, but we launched just a few days ago, and you know, you have an idea for so long in your mind, and I've been working on Meri Stori now for over 3 years, and you're just like, is anyone gonna get this? Is anyone gonna care? And we sold out of 3 lipsticks, which is so exciting. Yay! And yeah, I can't believe it. Like, I still can't believe it to see people receive their products. But yeah, the response has been so exciting. And again, an idea that was in your mind for so long and people actually resonate with it just proves that there was a need for a brand like Meri Stori to exist.
That's great. Let's move a little bit to sort of foundational questions. You know, now as a founder and thinking about the longevity of growing a business, what is it that you've learned about people and partners that share your passion and view that's important for success?
Yeah. You know, it's really hard to do anything by yourself. I was trying to do it all by myself. And then I realized very quickly the power of having an incredible team that changed everything. That is what took me from 0 to 1, from like having an idea in my head to actually executing it. It's all thanks to my incredible Meri Stori team. We're very small, but just the best people in the world, truly. And then, of course, having incredible partners like PIMS has been such a game changer. I was telling John, like, we were just like, you know what, we're gonna DIY this. We're gonna ship out the orders from my garage. We're gonna do it ourselves. And thank God I didn't do that, because we just didn't expect that influx of orders, honestly. And I have a golden retriever at home. He sheds everywhere. Nobody wants that. Like, you know, it would have been a hot mess. And so to have incredible partners that believe in your vision so much, that can help execute way better than you would, game changer. Like, absolute game changer. I couldn't do anything without my team and my partners.
That's great. Well, we feel the exact same way. I mean, the level of collaboration we have with your team, and like things are changing as with a startup, real time, and the way we collaborate and problem solve through, it's energizing. So we feel the exact
Sorry
same
for
way.
everything, John. Like, when I tell you, I was like, I've asked their team, like, are we the worst clients you guys have had? We're so annoying. He's like, no, not at all, but thank you for everything.
No, we're off to a great start. Why don't we pivot, because we're going to have a window of opportunity for you guys to ask questions. We want to make sure we fit that into our discussion. So last question for you before we open it up is a future question. So if we think about what's next for Meri Stori, what's next for creators in the space, what's next for beauty overall, what are your thoughts?
So I think as a creator, because like I said, we try so much, it's really, for me, it was easy to identify that missing piece that I didn't see, which I wanted to fill the void. So I think creators really have that advantage for sure. For me, with Meri Stori, I mean, I get messages every single day, you know, are you shipping here? Are you shipping in this country? And so we do want to take the brand globally with the right retail partners as well. That's a bigger conversation. And more than anything else, I just want to create really incredible, beautiful products that my community and beyond will love at the right price point. You know, I mentioned pigmentation is so important for me, so I really want to keep all that in mind and just serve my community.
That's great. What about creators in general, just the craft of a creator? What's the future?
You know, I think you'll see a lot more creators, you know, as brand founders or even creative directors for a lot of existing brands, because we get to touch such different parts of, we just learn so much about different parts of the business, even down to, for example, packaging. It was really important to me to not ship a box in a box, because I get that a lot. And so it's small things like this where let's reduce the waste packaging, for example. You know, creators have that insight, or we know our audience so well. We know what they want, the price point they're willing to pay. So you will see a big increase in more creator founders, or in collaboration with other brands on a more creative role as well.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. And I also think what's really important is the way products show up for the consumer. They want it to show up, be surprised, feel like it's personalized, feel like the brand cares, the brand understands them. And so the amount of personalization and customization, I think, is going to dramatically increase in the years to come.
Absolutely.
Fabulous. And lastly, just beauty in general. What do you see and forecast for the beauty category and industry?
You know, this might not be the answer that maybe you were kind of thinking of, but for me, I really do see a lot more niche brands coming in, catering to everyone. When I started in the industry, like I said, the reason why I started was because I didn't see a lot of brands that cater to my skin. And now you're seeing that shift happen, which is incredible. I'm also seeing a lot of, I don't know anything about this, so I don't even know if I'm using the right terminology, but like AI infused with skincare and beauty in general. You'll see a lot more of that as well.
Very good. Thank you for sharing your Meri story with us. And I'm so inspired by what you do. And the authenticity and the trust you built in your community is second to none. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Perfect. So why don't we open it up? We've got about 10 minutes left. Is there any questions in the room that you'd like to ask Arshia? Great. We have a question in the front here.
Hi, I'm Lane. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. I was wondering, just starting as a creator yourself and then becoming a founder, when you're pitching creators now that are, representing your brand and making content for you, how do you approach them differently than you feel like brands may have approached you when you were the creator?
Yeah, that's such a good question because we're so looking for diverse faces, first of all, but also just how authentic they are with their audience. I look at it in such a different perspective. It's not just a creator to me. It's like such a, who is their audience? Who are they talking to? We really look at. I also will say we're very, very much looking at creators that are just emerging as well. And to help them also shine in any way, it's been wonderful. So yeah, we're kind of really looking at creators from the lens of like who their audience is as well and how well they're catering to them.
Great. Any other questions? No. We have a couple here. Yep.
Hi, Arshia. It's so exciting to see you here. Thank you for sharing your story. I have a quick question about what makeup trend you're really excited about making a comeback.
Okay, so I know we did the clean girl makeup for so long, and I'm so excited to see like full glam coming back. I'm seeing that a lot more now. I'm such a full glam girl. Like this is minimal makeup for me, and this is a lot of makeup. And so I'm so excited to see just bold colors, full coverage, making a comeback. Like that 2016 look, even modernized now. I'm excited to see that.
Great. I think we had a question over here.
Hi, Arshia. So lovely to see you. You have built deep loyalty with your followers long before Meri Stori launched. What was that moment that you knew it was time that you would evolve your followers into loyal customers? What made that switch happen?
I really created Meri Stori, honestly, for myself as the first customer. Like I said, because I tried so many products, I still saw a gap in the market for a beauty brand that worked seamlessly for my skin. A brand that I can buy anything from and just know that it would work beautifully for my skin tone in the most stunning packaging. Also, the price point was really important to me as well. So all the products from Meri Stori are priced under $30. And so I just didn't see that exist. And I felt like if I'm having this issue, going back to how I started my journey as a creator, if I didn't see anyone that looked like me, why not fill that void? And so that's why I wanted to create this brand. And I'm just so grateful that people actually resonated because, you could have an idea and then no one, it just doesn't resonate. And it did. And so I'm so grateful.
Great. Any other questions for Arshia? We've got about 2 or 3 minutes left. Great.
Thank you. In full disclosure, I'm also from PIMS, so thank you. And you're not the most annoying client, as John told you as well. He mentioned authenticity, trusted. You have your loyal followers. You've been doing the creator thing for a long time now. How are you going to? And first, before I even ask the question, you've done an amazing job because I do follow you as well. Amazing job of keeping your customers informed as you're running out of stock because of the sellout, and it's really that's the way to do it. It's the scarcity. It's people are excited for when the next product's coming out. So you're doing a great job there. My question is, how are you going to balance Meri Stori versus your creator lifestyle as well? Because you want to keep this authenticity out there, and how are you going to balance that?
Yeah, that's such a good question. I was just talking to one of my team members today about that because Meri Stori is my third baby. I have 2 real kids. And then Meri Stori is my third baby. But I can't have it be my entire personality because not everyone's following me for that reason, right? And so finding that balance is definitely tricky. But also at the same time, I share so much of my life. I share what I'm cooking, what I'm eating, what I'm working out, what I'm wearing, obviously beauty. And so I do plan on continuing to share that, especially other beauty brands too, because I'm such a beauty lover. And so I want to continue to share other brands as well. It's just like finding that balance. I'm just figuring it out. I'm just figuring it out. I think everyone's very excited with me right now with the launch and everything. But we're kind of deciding to keep more of like the Meri Stori, like the reposts. I want to repost everyone that buys something from us because it's so exciting. But we are deciding like, okay, let's keep it more on the Meri Stori Instagram, and I can share more of my stuff and more of this stuff. And so I think, yeah, just kind of, I'm still figuring out that balance.
Great. Any other final question from the group? No? Oh, one question in the front.
I want to know what you're most looking forward to now as a brand and business owner. You can talk about that in the next maybe year, but also like flash forward kind of 5 years. Where do you hope the brand is? Where do you hope you are? Where do you hope to be?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is honestly to reach my audience globally, because I really do have such an incredible global audience. Like, I'm actually even blown away the requests that we're getting. And so my dream would just be to get Meri Stori in so many people's hands across the world. And so I would say that. And also doing events like this and just meeting people in real life and talking about Meri Stori so they can understand the journey, see the products. And yeah, I would say that.
Fantastic. Well, that's time for us. I want to thank you guys very much for listening to Meri Stori and Arshia and what she's done. And I just want to say congratulations again. We're so excited to see this story moved into many, many chapters. And you're inspiring a whole new generation to connect on a human level. So thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you all.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.